the next move for Drake?
Lawsuit.
No.
That motherfucker is gonna sue. Listen.
Why? He needs to sue all the investigators on Twitter have been pulling all the stories.
The investigators on Twitter ain't got shit to lose.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Believe TV 876. And I'm here with another update. So we see Drake, OVO God, Six God, is suing Universal Music Group, the record label that represents Kendrick Lamar, that put out the song They're Not Like Us. So we see Drake suing that company for defamation, false allegation, misinformation, and a bunch of stuff about the song that they put out for Kendrick Lamar. But the thing about it is that Universal Music Group represent both Kendrick Lamar and Drake. So I guess the record group and Drake, they had some kind of fallout like back then. So like they're not representing Drake anymore. But we see Drake suing them for the song that they promoted, Kendrick Lamar's song They're Not Like Us. And that song blew up. That song became an anthem. But I think this lawsuit that Drake put out, it's a good chance Drake can win this lawsuit. Because when I listen to that song, They're Not Like Us, there's a few lines in that song that didn't need to be in that song. That song was a good song, but few lines in that song that stand out is when Kendrick Lamar called Drake a certified pedophile. You know what I mean? And say he like little girls. That was some damning allegation that Kendrick Lamar put out. You know, rap beef. This is not Jamaica. You in a music beef in Jamaica. People say the worst. People call you and say anything about you. This is America. When you're in a rap beef, you gotta make sure what you're saying is the truth. You gotta make sure you got proof back behind of what you're saying. Like, or if it's a song like that gets so big, so popular, even the president singing that song. You know what I mean? So I see Drake file that lawsuit, and I think Drake can win that lawsuit for defamation. Because I said that song Not Like Us by Kendrick, that was a good song, but there was a few lines in that song that didn't need to be in that song. When you say Drake was a pedophile and Drake like little girls, I'm surprised the lawsuit takes so long to come. Cause that's defamation. You know what I mean? But when it come on to beef, person can say anything, the most heinous or disrespectful thing about you. That's how I know it is. But you're in America, stuff different over here. You can't really say stuff about people and it's not true. Where somebody like a millionaire like Drake, that is all businesses around music and being a part of the music industry, this can make him lose a lot of money. A person may not want to book him for shows. Person gonna be like, man, we're not gonna book Drake because Kendrick Lamar say he's a pedophile, he's a pedo. Like, a lot of people may not want to work with him anymore. A lot of company, a lot of sponsors maybe want to pull or withdraw their product from him by just that line in that music. Not like us. So to me, I think this lawsuit gonna go in Drake's favor. He have a big chance of winning this lawsuit, and I'm surprised it took so long for him to file this lawsuit. Cause when you listen to that music, it's a good song, but that song didn't need those few lines. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. I hear you like them when they're young. That song didn't need that. Tell you the truth, that song was already a good song. So what Drake is saying is that the UMG record label, they push that song, they promote that song to the fullest. They make crazy money off of that song, even though they knew that some line in that song was very defamational. You know what I mean? Was some damning allegation was in that song. What he's saying is that the record label still go ahead and release that song just because they want to, I think, defame Drake or when it come back down to just money. Maybe the record label wasn't even thinking about, hey, we're gonna cut those line out, but they're just thinking about getting this song out there. It's a beef, it's a rap beef song, it's a good song. We're gonna campaign this song, make a lot of money off of it, and embarrass Drake. But it all comes back around to Drake is having the last laugh right now. Cause this is a good case. And this is defamation. If you look at it for real. Even though when you talk about rap beef, you wanna be thinking that person gonna hold lines against the next artist. But when you're gonna call a multi-millionaire superstar like Drake a pedophile and like to touch girls like little girls, that's damning. So I think the reason why this lawsuit takes so long to come forth, Drake maybe was like talking to his lawyers, them get all the paperwork together, just make sure that, hey, when we go forward with this lawsuit, we're not gonna lose. Cause that song dropped maybe like 2-3 months ago. You know what I mean? So Drake go to the board, get all his lawyers, them get all his paperwork together, and was like, all right, it's time. So we see he filed a lawsuit against the record label, and it's in Drake's favor. A lot of people gonna be like, oh, Drake a bitch, Drake a pussy, Drake shouldn't be doing that cause it's a rap beef. But when you're gonna do some defamation stuff like calling a super mega million star a pedophile and that he like little girls, that's a different scenario. You get what I mean? Cause back in Jamaica, when two artists got a rap beef going on, they talk about anything. They call you the worst of the worst, and there's nothing to say or do about it. That's how clash, we call it in Jamaica, we call it a clash. But in America, they call it a rap beef. It's the same thing, but it just over here in America, there's a higher standard. When you're doing a rap beef, you have to be careful of what you're saying, because you can defame a person. You get what I mean? So if you're gonna beef with somebody and what you're saying is not true, there's consequence behind it. So we see this lawsuit. We're gonna see how it turns out. For me, I'm thinking it's more in Drake's favor. I think Drake gonna win this lawsuit unless the company they come to an agreement and maybe settle out the court. But if they want to take it all the way to court, this lawsuit is a walk in the park for Drake. It's not what the public say, it's what the court say. You know what I mean? Cause the feud between Drake and Kendrick Lamar continues. Even though that song dropped like 3 months ago, that feud is still going on. Kendrick Lamar just released his album, and there's like music on it, I think, taking jobs at Drake also. Cause what Drake is saying is that UMG released the song even though they know that some stuff in the song was very defamational. Are they gonna do, you know what I mean? They still release the song same way. So we just keep an eye on this and see how it turns out. More likely they're gonna settle out the court. You get me? So again, it's Believe TV, and not like us. It was a good song, but those lines in that song, he didn't need it. So he's coming back to Horn Kendrick right now. Drake have the last laugh, and you can't blame him. So somebody gonna be calling you a pedophile, defaming you like that. You a millionaire, like you have a lot of sponsors, a lot of brand, and a lot of companies don't want to associate with someone that's been called that. So Drake gonna lose money right there. So the OVO God, as they say, the sixth boss, is taking Kendrick Lamar to court. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, it's Believe TV 876. Make sure y'all like the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I think Drake gonna win this lawsuit against Kendrick, or Drake already won already, based on the song that Kendrick Lamar put out. Alright, Believe TV 876. Sun Dominoes. I'm out.